got her. Let's go. That's a tank. That's a tank. What is up, guys? It's Thomas Massa. Welcome back to another Wannabe Outdoors video. This week we're fishing a little bass pond, not very far from my house, but there is some giant bass in this pond. I had a buddy catch one that was just a little over 8 pounds out of this pond. I've caught multiple upper 5-pounders. I mean, some big fish, but it's heavily pressured, so the fish are hard to catch once they get over like that 1 pound mark. Lots of little ones, not very many big ones, but there are some. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Fish on. First bass of the year. Not a giant, but a fish. We'll take him. Come here, bud. Thanks for eating the swim jig. It's right up there on that little point in the weeds. That is a dink, absolute dink. This lake's got a lot of those tiny little bass, so little buck bass. Another one, baby. Another dink. Hey, we'll take them. Fish are fish. It's the first time out. They're cold. Not super aggressive. We're catching them on moving baits. What more could you ask for? Oh my gosh, another one. Back-to-back casts right there. This one's like an inch longer than the last one. He lit it up. Heck yeah. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Let's go. There's a little bit better run. We'll take those all day. Heck yeah. He's like 1.5, but that's pretty nice for out here. Boom. He was way up in there shallow. Catching some sun. Fish, baby, fish. Jerkbait with the hookup. Oh, we're getting blown across the lake. I was like, dang, he feels big. He's not big. It's because we're getting blown across the lake. He's not tiny. It's probably the second biggest one we caught today. He found all 3 treble hooks on this lure. There we go, another nice little bass on the jerkbait. It's 2 for the jerkbait now. Oh, that one got off. He hammered it. Big time hammered it on the pause. Oh no, he's still on there. Just fighting weird. Here, buddy. Because again, he got the whole bait down his entire side of his body. Don't know how they do that sometimes, but they're good at it. This could be a really big fish. Oh, what the hell? It's a trout hooked in the ass. That's a really big bass swimming right down there. Holy. That's like a 3. What were you doing? I know what you were doing. You were swiping at it. That's what you were doing. But why? Why were you swiping at it? Why were you not getting it? Stop freaking flopping. Oh my gosh. This is what sucks about trout. Surprised he actually went back. You just tip over dead instantly, because they do that too. Stupid fish. Trout are stupid fish. If she wasn't still showing interest, I would leave, but she's still showing interest, man. Got her, baby. Got her. Let's go. That's a tank. It's a biggin. Oh, oh, that's a really nice fish. Oh, I've been pitching to this fish for over an hour. She doesn't have it great. Come here, girl. Let's go! That's a tank. That is a certified tank. Oh, look at that thing. All right, let's get a scale out here. Hopefully this scale's charged up. Yep. Okay, there's 0, 0. All zeros. Come on now. We need to get her back soon. Just get in there. There we go. No, ain't no way. It says 2.5. That's not a 2.5 pounder. See if I can find my other scale. We'll get her some water here. Okay, this one's pounds and ounces. 0 pounds, 0 ounces. She's zeroed out. Five pounds, 10 ounces. 5'10". 5 pounds, 10 ounces. Absolute bucket mouth pre-spawner. Let's get her back. Let's get her back. There she goes. Ooh, yes! Probably really should have put that fish back all the way at its bed, but it'll find it again. It'll find its bed again. That's sweet. Heck yeah. So I was pumped after catching that first one on a bed, pitched to it for over an hour with the same, well, with different baits actually, a bunch of different baits, switched baits, and in about 5 minutes that thing bit. So I was like, okay, if we see another bedfish, we're going with the bandito bug, which was the bait that I flipped to that fish. It's like, you know, we're going bandito bug if we see another one. So I'm going around the lake and I see another bedfish. And I look at my GoPro and it's at 29% battery, and I'm like, man, if this takes another hour, like, I'm gonna get busy flipping, I'm gonna forget to change batteries, thing's gonna die. So I changed batteries and I hit record. The thing is not supposed to turn off, the GoPro, not supposed to turn off when you do that. But there's a 13-second clip where I'm like, all right guys, we're back on this bedfish. All right guys, we found another one on a bed up here. Can't believe they're bedding already. It seems early. The water is 58 degrees over here. It was 60 on the other side of the lake. And then it turns off on its own. I don't know why it turned off on its own. I don't know what happened. I still had my GoPro set for using it for outtakes for turkey hunting, so I don't have the beeper on. So it just shut off, didn't make a sound, which it was set for. That was kind of on me. I really should have switched that back before I started fishing for the day. So yeah, I catch this other bedfish in probably 10-15 flips is all. What really didn't take very long to catch this fish. And I didn't realize that the camera was off until the fish is like in the boat in my hand. And I look down at the GoPro and I'm like, oh, I know I changed batteries. Maybe I forgot to hit record. And that's what I told myself at the time, was that I forgot to hit record. That's on me. That's my fault. Went back and watched the video, and obviously it wasn't. The camera just shut off for some reason. Well, I changed out batteries, but I forgot to hit the record button. You gotta be kidding me. Pounds and ounces again. Just caught this girl off of a bed. Ugh. And she actually put up a fight, unlike the last one. And I didn't turn the GoPro on. 5.5, not quite as big as the last one. Oh, dang it. All right, we'll run her up to the bed quick. I can't be a good video of anything. There's some oxygen back in there. Oh, we're running back to the bed here. I can't believe I just had the GoPro off for that. That sucks. Because that's a tank. I even changed out the batteries because I went and looked and I was like, oh, they're dead. Okay. Back in your bed, old girl. Such clear water. Such a big fish. Oh, yep, she's going right back to her bed. It's right over there. I can't believe I didn't hit record before I did that. On the bandito bug again. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. That's such a rookie mistake, dude. Changed batteries because it was dead and then just didn't hit record. You gotta be joking me, dude. It's gotta be a joke. Yep, she's back on her bed already. That's good. Good to see that. Wow. Well, that's 10 pounds and 2 fish. That's 11 pounds and 2 fish. Just shy. 10 pounds, 15 ounces in 2 fish. 10 pounds, 15 ounces in 2 fish. Wow, 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 wow. Big fish. It's a big fish day, baby. It's a big fish day. He's probably part of our top 5 right there. That's part of our top 5 bag. It's a long, skinny fish. Oh yeah, that's part of our top 5 bag there. Kind of wish I'd have weighed some of those 1.5s we were catching, because probably have a hell of a bag going, just because we've got 2 kickers instead of 1. Usually I only get 1 kicker when I fish here like that, not 2. I can't ever remember getting 2 anyway, at least. Another nice little bass on the chatterbait there. Smoked the chatterbait. Heck yeah. Well, we're gonna catch one more fish and then we're gonna go. And this ain't the lure to catch one more and then move on. Throw on the big jerk bait for a little bit, then we'll throw on the little one. Because I'd like to catch one on this big jerk bait instead of the little one. Not a bad one for our last fish, as long as we get him in. Barely got it. Oh, and he comes off right there. Perfect release. Well, that'll be the last one for us today. Little chunky guy. Little chunky guy. Ate the jerk bait. See you later, bud. Alright, I don't actually have any of the baits with me. I packed up all my fishing stuff. I'm going on a trip this weekend, so none of the stuff is like unpacked. Just want to run through some of the stuff I was using though. I was definitely using a bandito bug. That's what I got those 2 bedfish on. Just a Texas rigged bandito bug by Guggen Baits. I was using an orangish color. Alabama Craw, I think is what the name of it is, but just that orange, red, something bright so that I can see it in the water good, and it still is like an aggressive color to really like piss those fish off while they're sitting on their bed. Yeah, so that was what I caught the 2 big ones on, and I caught a couple other fish just flipping around, randomly flipping it, but it definitely wasn't like a cover water kind of bait. So to cover water, I used a jerk bait. I had a mega bass jerk bait most of the day in my hand. Caught quite a few fish on it. I think I caught 1 or 2 on a little Rapala jerk bait, like a rip stop, perch colored rip stop, I think is what it was. And then that very end there, I was like, you know what, I've caught a lot of fish on chatterbaits in this lake, so I threw on a black and red chatterbait with a white and green trailer, and just those offsetting colors seem to work in that super clear water. I don't know why. It fires those fish up a little bit. Maybe it's something they haven't seen before. Maybe they're used to everybody just matching trailer colors or everything all the time, so you give them something different that they haven't seen. And that's what I caught the second to last fish there on, and it was honestly one of the nicer ones I caught. But yeah, mainly jerkbait and bandito bug. I used the swim jig at the start of the day, but I really didn't catch anything decent on the swim jig. The only reason I throw the swim jig in that lake is there's so much grass. So much grass that it's nice to be able to throw that swim jig. You know, you have to stop it. You're not gonna get completely tangled up in the grass like you would the chatterbait or the jerkbait gets smashed into the grass. You lose about half your casts because you smack the weeds with your jerkbait. Yeah, it was a good day. Probably one of my best days I've ever had, honestly, fishing in South Dakota. That 5-pound 10-ouncer is the biggest bass I've caught in South Dakota. It is just shy of my PB, which is 6 pounds 1 ounce. So I mean, we were right there. 2 great fish. Too bad I didn't have the camera on for one of them. Kind of my fault, kind of also not my fault. Also not great video today, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely my first time out fishing for the year, and definitely holding some of the fish up here when the camera's pointed here, but we'll get back into the swing of things. Thank you guys for watching the Wanna Be Outdoors video, and I hope to see you in the next one.